Good day, everyone. I am Glemma Jane and I will be discussing to you the items 121 to 150. 121. What results in a systematic curriculum mapping that aligns horizontal, vertical, subject area, and interdisciplinary elements of the study? A. Its plurality. B. Its varied elements. C. Its colorful design. D. Its coherence. The answer is coherence. Coherence ensures alignment among all elements of the curriculum, horizontally across subjects, vertically across grade levels, and interdisciplinary. This results in a systematic and organized curriculum. Why A, B, C are incorrect answer? Because plurality refers to the variety or multiplicity, but not alignment or structure. Varied elements is an incorrect answer because it talks about diversity in content, not the structural alignment. C. Aesthetic and metaphorical, irrelevant to curriculum mapping. 122. When, when Thorndike's law of readiness best apply? A. When teachers require quick answers to questions. B. When a teacher gives enough time for students to answer questions. Letter C. When a teacher pairs the quick and slow learners. D. When a teacher prepares well for a presentation. The answer is letter B. So Thorndike's law of readiness suggests learning is more effective when a person is ready to act. Giving students enough time means they are mentally ready to respond. So why A, C, and D are the incorrect answer? Because A does not consider readiness may induce stress. Letter C is not the correct answer because it related more to differentiation, not readiness. Letter D, this is about teacher readiness, not student readiness. 123. What is demonstrated by Prof-Ed's emphasis on learning and assessment for percentage contribution to the grade of students in grade 1 to 10? Letter A. More value for written work. B. More stress on student discipline. C. More stress on leadership. D. More importance for performance tests. So, the answer is letter D. More importance for performance test. Let's go back. Okay, DepEd emphasizes performance tests to measure applied skills, especially in the K to 12 curriculum. Letter A, B, C are the incorrect answer because A only part of the grade, not emphasize more than performance. B, it is not related to assessment components. Letter C, not the primary focus of assessment structure. 124. Among factors for effective teaching, which of the following refers to managing student discipline in the classroom? A. Time on task. B. Grouping. C. Classroom management. D. Direct instruction. The answer is classroom management. So classroom management, managing student discipline falls under classroom management, so which involves setting rules and maintaining order. A, B, D are incorrect answer because time on task refers to how students use instructional time. Grouping concerns instructional strategies, not discipline. Direct instruction, a teaching method not about managing behavior. 125. What was the method used by Socrates when he taught his students about life and beliefs in the ancient Grecian society? A. Art of rhetoric. B. Art of questioning. C. Art of storytelling. D. Art of fallacies. The answer is Letter B. So Socrates used the Socratic method, which is the art of questioning to stimulate critical thinking. A, C, and D are incorrect because A, persuasive speaking more aligned with Aristotle. C, narrative technique, not Socratic questioning. Letter D, art of fallacies is not the correct answer because it is logical errors, not a teaching methodology. 126. Which of the following questions must be considered in evaluating originality in essay or research writing? A. Methods are valid. B. Does it follow format requirements? C. It is one's own material. D. Are assumptions factual? The answer is letter C. Is it one's originality means the word is the writer's own idea or creation? Letter A, B, and D are incorrect because A relates to research quality, not originality. Letter B, not correct answer because it is technical, not content originality. D are not is not correct answer because it's also about research validity, not uniqueness. 127. On principles of teaching and learning, what do field and gestal theorists see as the way to develop learners? A. Learning by perceiving the environment. B. Learning by changing thinking. C. Learning by imitating ideas and tests. D. Learning by doing things. The answer is letter A. So, field and gestalt theories emphasize perception and context in learning. Letter B, C, and D are incorrect because B, change in thinking reflects cognitive theories like Piaget. Letter C, learning by imitating ideas and tasks are incorrect because it reflects Bandura's social learning theory. Letter D is not the correct answer because it aligns with behaviorist and experiential learning. 128. What kind of presence is required so that the teacher can engage students to participate and engage in the learning process? A. Physical presence. B. Remote presence. C. Alter ego presence. D. Distance presence. The answer is A. Physical presence because a teacher's physical presence is in the classroom boosts engagement and motivation. B, C, and D are incorrect because B less effective for active participation since it's remote. C, alter ego presence, not a real educational term. D, distance presence contradicts physical engagement. 129. How can the schools effectively adopt protection of the Mother Earth along sustainable development of the United Nations? A. Integrating ecological values in the curriculum. B. Changing textbooks into modules. C. Introducing gardening as a school subject. D. Contributing plans for the school runs. The answer is A. Integrating ecological values in the curriculum because teaching ecological values across subjects supports sustainable development. B, C, D are incorrect answer because B is logistical, not a content driven. Letter C is not the correct answer because too narrow in scope. Letter D, it is a one-time action, not systemic learning. 130. Which is a ground for the revocation of the professional license? A. Habitual use of drugs. B. Courting of student. Letter C. An excuse absence in school. Letter D. Habitual tardiness. The answer is letter A. It violates the code of ethics for teachers. Grounds for license revocation. B, C, D are incorrect because B. Courting of of student is unethical but may not immediately lead to revocation. Letter C. Unexcused absence in school. It is only a minor violation. Letter D. Habitual tardiness may lead to penalties, not license revocation. 131. What characteristics show that a teacher has empathy towards learners or students? A. Discipline and fortitude. B. Loyalty and affinity. C. Caring and love. D. Strength and conviction. Letter C. Caring and love. So these are the traits of empathy, understanding and compassion for others. A, B, and D are incorrect because A is more about control than empathy. Letter B is not the correct answer because loyalty is more relational, not emotional connection. Letter D, strength and conviction, is not the correct answer because it reflects strong character but not necessarily empathy. 132. What process of child development arouses interest in the learning through fun activities like music and dance activities? A. Socio-emotional. B. Cognitive. D. Biological. D. Maturation. The answer is socio-emotional. Because interest in music and dance is influenced by emotional and social engagement. B, C, and D are not the correct answer because cognitive focuses on thinking and reasoning. C, biological, it deals with physical changes. D, maturation is the general development, not specific to interest. 133. Which of the following is significant or related to social-emotional development in the child? A. Uttering the first word mommy. B. Crawling one's knees. C. Learning the alphabet. D. Being attached to parents. The answer is D. Being attached to parents. Attachment is a key socio-emotional milestone. A, B, and C are the incorrect answers because A, a language milestone, the B is a physical development, C is only for cognitive development. 134. Who has main responsibility for a classroom management plan? Is it a teacher, supervisor, principal, or the students? The answer is the teacher. So the teacher creates, implements, and enforces classroom management plans. B, C, and D. The supervisor oversees multiple classrooms, not individual management. The principal focuses on school-wide discipline. The students follow, not create the plan. 135. Which is true of the Philippine educational system? A. Free education in public, elementary and secondary schools. B. Full tuition subsidy for students enrolled in the private schools in all levels. C. Free education in the government schools in all levels. D. Full tuition subsidy for students enrolled in the private schools in the basic level. The answer is letter A. So, mandated by the Philippines Constitution and Education Act. B, C, and D are incorrect because B, it is a private schools don't receive full subsidies. Letter C, it is a tertiary and is not fully free. Letter D, it is a private schools they don't receive full subsidies. 136. What kind of activity is being engaged in by teacher and students to discuss concept, description, definition, and application? A. Psychomotor. B. Cognitive. C. Voice inculcation. D. Affective. The answer is cognitive. So discussing concepts, definitions, and applications are cognitive task. Psychomotor is physical skills. Values inculcation is affective domain. Affective is the emotions and attitudes. 137. Since chromosome endowment differs between male and female, what chromosomes belong to females? This is the answer. Letter C, X. Also, the females have two X chromosomes. A is not the correct answer because there is no Z chromosome in humans. B, Y is for male only. D, X and Y are male chromosomes. 138. In what activity can learners claims to be learning independently or managing their own learning? A, doing research studies. B, listening to a lesson presentation. C, copying diagram on the blackboard. D, doing math additional drills. The answer is letter A. So it reflects self-directed learning. Listening is a passive learning. C, copying is a diagram. Copying diagram on the blackboard. Copying is not independent thinking. Letter D, doing math addition drills is a repetitive, not autonomous. 139. If you are part of the policy-making body of the school, you must be an officer of which organized group? The answer is letter C, school governing council. So it is involved in policy making with teachers, parents, and community. So A, it is advisory rules, not policy making. Letter B, advisory rules, not policy making also. Letter D, student government. It is a student-focused relation. Letter D, student government, student-focused leadership, not policy. 140. On Taiwan's purposive behaviorism theory, how can teachers be purposive and goals-directed in teaching? The answer is letter B. Okay, so purposive behaviorism values goal-directed behavior, clear objectives. A and C, A, C, and D are deals with presentation, not goals. What is the descriptor for a numerical grade of 90 as a level of proficiency? A, satisfactory. B, fairly satisfactory. C, outstanding. D, very poor. The answer is outstanding. So the grade 90 falls under outstanding in the BED grading system. So satisfactory falls under the grade of 80 to 84, fairly satisfactory 75 to 79. Very poor is the 75 below, or the failing has a failing marks. On types of questions which promote interaction among learners, is it convergent questions, inference questions, cognitive questions, or divergent questions? The answer is letter B, divergent questions. So it promotes open-ended thinking and interaction. Convergent questions, it's only one correct answer. Letter B, inference questions, it is analyzing implied ideas. Cognitive questions, a domain, not a question type. 143. For test construction, why are teachers required to come up with a table of specifications in test construction? To ensure that the tests have A, concurrent validity, B, content validity, C, reliability, D, predictive validity. The answer is letter B, content validity. So table of specifications ensures coverage of intended content. Concurrent validity, it is a comparison with other tests. Letter C, reliability, it is the consistency, not content. Letter D, predictive validity, it is a future performance. 145. In the four phases of curriculum, development, which process refers to determining a rate of achievement of learning outcomes? A. Designing, B. Implementation, C. Planning, D. Evaluation. The answer is evaluation. So evaluation measures if outcomes are achieved. A is not the correct answer because it is for creating the plan. B. Implementation is for executing the plan. Letter C. Planning is for setting objectives. 146. Which of the following best supports professionalism among teachers? Letter D. Policies responsive to the teacher's professional competencies. So it focuses on supporting teachers to grow professionally. A is important but not direct teacher support. B is not the correct answer because it helps but not specific to professionalism. Letter C is not the correct answer because it is more on control than support. 147. Which of the following can best help encourage shy and timid students to participate in class activities? It is letter C. Give them a leadership role in the groups because it builds confidence and encourages participation. A. It stigmatizes the student. B is a passive solution. Letter D is not empowering. 48. What is computed to get the quarterly grade for MAPES 4 areas combined music, arts, PE, and health education? A. Get the average. B. Add all 4 grades. C. PE grade is dominant. D. Music grade will prevail. The answer is letter A. Get the average. So the Prof-Ed guidelines may say MAPE grades are computed by averaging the 4 components. Letter B doesn't reflect final grade. Letter C and D does not align with policy. 149. Which of the following can best advance leadership skills among students? Letter D. Make them head group activities. So it builds leadership through real responsibility. A is for obedience, not leadership. B is passive, not skill building. Letter C, it avoids development. 150. What will you see as an implication for Pavlov's idea of discrimination? The answer is letter D, allowing students to choose electives. So Pavlov's discrimination involves distinguishing between stimuli students choosing subjects based on preference alignments with this. So A, not related to choice. B, collaborative, not about discrimination. C, collaborative learning. It is a group interaction, not individual selection.